10 actors who ruined their careers and lost everything. Then and Now, 2025. Fame in Hollywood is far more fragile than it looks. One moment, an actor stands at the peak of success, and the next, they're fighting to hold on to the career they once ruled. In today's entertainment world, powered by social media, non-stop news, and constant public scrutiny, every action, every word, and every private decision can become headline material within minutes. In this countdown, we focus on 10 once thriving stars who didn't fall by accident, but by choices that shattered their own momentum. All details come from publicly documented events, and their stories may surprise you. Let's begin with the first name on our list. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey held a prominent position in modern cinema and television for more than 2 decades. His performances in The Usual Suspects, 1995, and American Beauty, 1999, earned him 2 Academy Awards, placing him among the most respected actors of his generation. His portrayal of Frank Underwood in House of Cards became a landmark in the streaming era, helping the series earn over 30 Emmy nominations during his tenure. At the height of his popularity, Spacey also served as artistic director of London's Old Vic Theatre, demonstrating his influence across multiple areas of the performing arts. In October 2017, allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced, beginning with an accusation by actor Anthony Rapp regarding an incident from the 1980s. Additional claims appeared shortly afterward from several individuals, prompting both media investigations and internal reviews by institutions connected to Spacey. The Old Vic reported receiving 20 personal accounts from former staff members describing inappropriate behavior. As reports increased, studios and networks rapidly reassessed their collaborations with him. The shift marked a major turning point in his public and professional standing. The repercussions were immediate. Netflix severed ties with Spacey and removed him from House of Cards during its final season. Director Ridley Scott replaced him with Christopher Plummer in All the Money in the World, 2017, reshooting Spacey's scenes only 6 weeks before the film's release. In later years, Spacey faced criminal charges in the United States and the United Kingdom. Some cases were dismissed or resulted in acquittal, including a 2023 London trial, but legal victories did not reverse the impact on his reputation. Studios showed little interest in restoring him to previous levels of visibility. Spacey's public presence diminished significantly after 2017. Occasional appearances in low-budget international films attracted limited attention, and industry analysts noted the absence of any large-scale comeback effort. Interviews and statements from Spacey emphasized a desire to rebuild his career, yet major distributors remained reluctant to engage with him. LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf built his early career through a mix of television and blockbuster films. His breakthrough came with the Disney Channel series Even Stevens, which earned him a Daytime Emmy Award in 2003. He later transitioned into mainstream cinema, starring in Disturbia, 2007, and joining the Transformers franchise, whose first installment grossed more than $709 million globally. His roles in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, 2008, and Fury, 2014, further demonstrated his range, generating strong box office results and critical attention. Despite his success, LaBeouf struggled with personal and legal problems that gradually overshadowed his work. Beginning in the mid-2000s, he was arrested multiple times for disorderly conduct and public intoxication, including a widely publicized arrest in 2017 in Georgia. Video recordings released by police showed him making aggressive and insulting remarks, which deeply affected public perception. LaBeouf later acknowledged issues with alcohol and attended rehabilitation programs, but the incidents continued to shape media narratives about his instability. The most serious turning point occurred in December 2020, when musician FKA Twigs filed a lawsuit accusing LaBeouf of physical assault, emotional manipulation, and psychological abuse during their relationship. The lawsuit included detailed allegations that drew extensive coverage from BBC, The New York Times, and other major outlets. Additional women also spoke publicly about harmful behavior they attributed to him. LaBeouf responded with partial admissions concerning his struggles, but disputed several claims, stating he was in treatment and committed to addressing his issues. Following the lawsuit, LaBeouf's career slowed substantially. Studios distanced themselves and some projects in development no longer moved forward with him attached. In 2022, he appeared in Padre Pio, a small independent film, marking one of his few performances after the allegations. Interviews conducted later that year showed him reflecting on his behavior and discussing efforts toward personal accountability. Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer became widely known for his dual performance as the Winklevoss twins in The Social Network, 2010, a film that earned more than $224 million worldwide and received critical acclaim. His profile continued to rise with roles in J. Edgar, 2011, The Lone Ranger, 2013, and especially Call Me by Your Name, 2017, which received 4 Academy Award nominations. Hammer's portrayal of Oliver in that film drew praise for its nuance and emotional depth. By the late 2000s, he appeared positioned for long-term success, with major studios considering him for several high-visibility projects. In early 2021, Hammer's public image changed abruptly when screenshots of messages allegedly sent by him began circulating online. These messages included disturbing descriptions of violent sexual behavior, triggering widespread social media reaction. Soon after the initial leaks, multiple women came forward with accusations of manipulation, emotional abuse, and coercive sexual conduct. Although Hammer denied wrongdoing and described the messages as fabricated or taken out of context, the volume of allegations attracted significant media attention and encouraged further scrutiny. The consequences unfolded quickly. Within weeks, Hammer withdrew or was removed from every major project he had lined up, including Shotgun Wedding with Jennifer Lopez and the Paramount Plus series, The Offer. His talent agency, WME, dropped him, and several studios announced they were recasting his roles. In 2022, the docuseries House of Hammer premiered, featuring accounts from accusers and family members while also highlighting long-standing issues surrounding the Hammer family's history. The program intensified debate about his conduct and contributed to the perception that his career had effectively collapsed. Public sightings of Hammer became rare as he retreated from Hollywood. Reports in 2022 and 2023 indicated that he worked selling timeshares in the Cayman Islands to support himself, though he gave limited public comment about his situation. No major studio projects involving Hammer have been announced since the scandal. Cuba Gooding Jr. rose to prominence with standout performances throughout the 1990s. His role in Jerry Maguire, 1996, earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, and his energetic acceptance, punctuated by the now famous line, "Show me the money," became one of the most memorable Oscar moments of the decade. The success opened doors to major projects such as Men of Honor, 2000, Pearl Harbor, 2001, and Radio, 2003. For several years, Gooding appeared in films that together grossed hundreds of millions worldwide, solidifying his reputation as a charismatic and emotionally expressive performer. His public image shifted dramatically beginning in June 2019, when a woman accused him of groping her at a New York bar. Gooding was arrested shortly afterward on charges of forcible touching and sexual abuse. As media attention intensified, additional women came forward with similar allegations, ultimately totaling more than 30 accusers according to filings referenced in court proceedings. In October 2019, prosecutors indicted him on multiple counts tied to separate incidents. The growing number of claims placed his career under significant strain and overshadowed any ongoing film commitments. The legal process stretched over several years. In 2022, Gooding accepted a plea deal in which he admitted to one count of forcibly touching a woman at a nightclub. He avoided jail time but was required to complete counseling and remain arrest-free for a specified period to have the charge reduced to a non-criminal violation. The agreement angered some accusers, who argued that the resolution minimized the impact of their experiences. Meanwhile, studios distanced themselves from him, and his appearance in high-profile productions diminished. Following the plea arrangement, Gooding maintained a relatively low profile. He participated in minor independent films and occasional public events, but did not return to mainstream Hollywood roles. Trade publications frequently mention his case as an example of how allegations of misconduct, especially when involving multiple accusers, can permanently restructure an actor's professional trajectory. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey became a defining face of 1980s cinema after starring in Dirty Dancing in 1987, a film that grossed more than $214 million on a modest budget and became one of the decade's most enduring hits. Her portrayal of Baby earned her a Golden Globe nomination and elevated her to a level of fame that few young actors experienced at the time. Audiences connected with her natural expressiveness and distinctive appearance, qualities that helped set her apart in an industry filled with conventional beauty standards. At the height of her visibility, she appeared poised for a long, stable career. Her momentum shifted shortly after the release of the film due to a devastating car accident in Ireland in 1987, which caused long-term emotional trauma. Although she survived, the event had a profound effect on her mental health and career focus. In the early 1990s, she agreed to undergo rhinoplasty after hearing repeated suggestions that her nose limited casting opportunities. The initial procedure was followed by a second corrective surgery, altering her appearance so drastically that acquaintances reportedly failed to recognize her. She later described the outcome as the nose job from hell. The consequences were immediate. Casting directors struggled to place her because they no longer associated her new face with the star who led a global phenomenon. Tabloids frequently used her as an example of plastic surgery gone wrong, and major film offers dwindled. Grey continued acting, but mostly in small roles across television and independent projects, including appearances in Friends, 1995, Bounce, 2000, and Red Oaks, 2014 to 2017. Despite steady work, the level of fame she once had never returned. Her public profile rose again when she won Dancing with the Stars in 2010, demonstrating that she still had significant fan support. In the following decade, she reclaimed control of her narrative through a memoir and by developing a Dirty Dancing sequel, in which she is set to star and produce. Paula Deen. Paula Deen built one of the most successful brands in American food television during the 2000s. With multiple shows on the Food Network, including Paula's Home Cooking and Paula's Party, she became a household name known for her Southern recipes and warm, enthusiastic personality. Her influence extended far beyond television. By 2013, she had released more than a dozen cookbooks, several of which reached bestseller lists, and operated a growing restaurant empire. Retail partnerships with retailers such as Walmart, Target, and QVC made her products widely available across the United States, contributing to an expanding multi-million-dollar business. The turning point occurred in 2013 during a lawsuit filed by a former employee alleging workplace discrimination and harassment at a restaurant co-owned by Deen. During a deposition, Deen admitted to having used racial slurs in the past and described planning a plantation-style event that included black men dressed as servers. Although she stated the idea was never executed, the remarks became the focus of national attention once the records were made public. The media backlash intensified rapidly as excerpts circulated across major news outlets. Corporations reacted within days. The Food Network announced it would not renew her contract after 11 years with the channel. Walmart and Target removed her products from their shelves, and Smithfield Foods ended its partnership. Analysts estimated that she lost millions in endorsements and licensing agreements within a very short period. While the original discrimination lawsuit was later dismissed, the damage to her reputation was already substantial. The public debate around her statements became one of the most widely discussed food industry controversies of the decade. Despite the setbacks, Dean gradually rebuilt a smaller but loyal audience. She launched a self-produced YouTube channel, opened Paula Deen's family kitchen restaurants in several states, and made occasional guest appearances on television. Although she never regained the widespread cultural presence she once held, she continued working independently and maintained a